Alright, this is my first time doing an intro, guys. Alright, bear with me here. This is my first time ever doing an intro. Okay.
Inbound.
Dude, I'm gonna have to do this off stream, dude. Hey guys, it's Renegade here, and these are my settings. Dude, fuck. Hey guys, it's C9 Renegade here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And this is my controller settings, or I guess overall settings. Bam, right there. Bam. Alright, so for my button layout, it'd be custom, and the only thing that's changed for custom would be it's bumper jumper, but the only thing that's changed is my right D-pad is a drop weapon, so it's right D-pad. I don't claw, so I literally move my left thumb and press on my right D-pad. So hold a crouch. I have hold a crouch on just so, I mean, I think everyone should play with hold a crouch, to be completely honest. I feel like if you play like what was the old one, like tap to crouch, so you tap and you insta crouch, like you're just not as like mobile. Like I feel like you can be more mobile with hold to crouch. You know, you just got to be a little bit more active. So besides that, I feel like that's okay. Maintain sprint. You hit your maximum sprint speed faster off like stuff, so like I think that's very important, unless you get your hand like get caught out with your gun like not out. Auto clamber. So we have auto clamber on. So this is one stream with auto clamber that is like, a lot of people don't like it because you just auto clamber and shit, but the thing with auto clamber is that you get your highest peak of clamber. So like, let's just say like you'll always reach your highest peak of clamber. Let's just say you jump on this and you just look at the wall, like you always get the highest peak. Does that make sense? You get your highest peak of clamber to auto clamber, but it also can mess you up with like little stuff. Like sometimes you'll be in a fight and you'll get auto clambered, so that will mess you up. So that's kind of preference for sure. It's definitely preference. Step jump. So it reduces the height of the jump on low ledges. I feel like the only thing that really benefits me for is if I'm like trying to like hit the slides.
Active camo.
Because I could hit the slides a lot faster with step jump, I feel like. I'm not sure if that even matters though. Personally I think it matters, but it might not. That's another thing for preference for my controller. Alright, scroll down. These are my Sens. F4 look acceleration. 6 horizontal, 7 vertical. I feel like the reason for these settings would be, I feel like 5 acceleration might be a little too fast, and I would have to drop down my sensitivity. But I like my vertical. Like I like being able to like kind of like whip onto my enemy's head. You know what I'm saying? So like I prefer having my vertical higher just so I could whip on like headshots, or like I could like snap on things. That's the biggest reason why in this game I switched my sensitivity to a higher sense, just because I could like snap onto things faster. So I feel like this makes sense. I think a look acceleration, I think 4 is pretty much the kind of the basic where everybody has. No one really, not that I know, play on 5. I think 4 is just as fast, but I think 5 might be a little too fast. If you were to play on 5, then I think you would have to adjust your horizontal and vertical. But besides that, I'm on 4, 6, 7, and the only reason I'm on 7 over 6 is for what I just talked about. You know, gotta your verticals up a little bit. So like, if let's just say hypothetically you're fighting and this guy jumps, right? You know, it's just a little bit faster just to do like a little. That's not even vertical though, but you know what I'm saying. Like that. It's just a little bit better for snapping. My personal opinion. Alright, so my dead zones. Center 0, max threshold 0, Axial 0. And I have them both on. I have both the same things. I feel like for sure, if you have a new controller, no matter what, you should play on center dead zone 0. Pretty much no matter what. It's the best. It's the most responsive that you would really want for a newer controller. If you have an old controller and you get a lot of like drift, and then like that's different. But if you have a new controller, I really recommend 0 for the centers. Max threshold is hit or miss, so I like mine on 0 just because of the sole fact it is slower, but it kind of depends what you guys are like. You guys like. So I have my sensitivity very high for the sole fact because of my max thresholds are low. I have my max thresholds on 0, so if I put my max thresholds on 15, I would move out of things faster. So my look would be faster. Like it just makes things a little bit more snappy and jerky. But if you guys like that, which a lot of pro players have theirs on like at least 12, 15. I used to play on that, so I don't think it's bad. I just think for the most responsiveness, I like 0. I like to keep my dead zones as low as possible just because like just responsive reasons, like kind of the biggest thing. So it kind of depends. I think max threshold If you were to put it higher, I think you need to drop your sensitivity for your best case scenario for aiming. And then the last one would be a 3 each. Exile, right? Bro, I'm literally trolling. Axial Deadzone. 2's a little too fast. And then if I were to drop it to 2, then I could raise my center to 1. So it counterbalances, but kind of like 3, it's like, it feels the most smooth. Or like as low as it could be, I feel like it feels the more smooth. If I were to put on 0, I feel like then again, it just makes my aim like a little bit too like snappy. Now I'd have to adjust my entire setting. So like, I say, I highly recommend a 3 through like 6 like gap for this one. I mean, if you want to play higher, you can, but I highly recommend on something as low as possible. Especially for just like PC controller games, I think like low dead zones are the best thing you can possibly have. Alright, so keyboard and mouse, I don't do that shit. My videos, alright, my field of view, I have it on 104. I put on 104 since the beginning of the game, to be honest. This is what 104 looks like. I kind of like it. I don't think I have adjusted mine to 110 one time.
Active camera.
Isn't a fan. I kind of like 105, 104. I play with it on like other games too, so I'm kind of used to it. Resolution scale is at 100. All this stuff is just personal preference because I stream. My graphics, this is just because I stream. So I have my texture quality on ultra. I think that's what you're supposed to have. You just see better. But I mean, besides that, I mostly have all my stuff on low just because I stream on one PC. That's literally my only reason. My sensory, I have everything on 0. I don't mind. Blurs, you need to take blur and screen shake out. Exposure, you should take exposure out. You should take these 3 out. Full screen effects, you should take those out too. You should probably, I think you should have everything on 0 here. Sharpening or speed lines. I mean, speed lines, like how fast you're going, so you kind of look cracked. I have mine off. It doesn't really matter. Sharpening, I don't know. I never really mess with stuff like that, to be completely honest. But I have mine on default. I have my sharpening on default. My audio, alright. So I have mine on 8. Everything else pretty much default. My music 0. Menu music, yeah, I don't played Halo for 20 years damn near. Like I don't need any of that. I need to listen to all that. None of this matters. Alright, let's go to HUD. See what's different on HUD. I have these on 0. These are set to 0. Okay, I think I have everything default. My outline colors are pink and green. For some reason I like green, and pink is pretty much like kind of preference. The only reason why I have pink is because like it's a brighter red, and I feel like my eyes like see like everyone's eyes see a little bit brighter. So I feel like it's pretty much just a brighter red is like why I put that color on. The only thing about that. Ooh, my weapon offsets on my pistol offset. Pistol offset is at 100 right now of horizontal. I just like the way it looks. I feel like with horizontal like pistol, it just looks kind of clean. And for some reason, like horizontal, I kind of strafe into my shots. But I mean, that's another thing for preference. That doesn't really matter. I'll show you guys my offsets. Minus 50, 100, 0. I don't really have a real reason why I put this on. I feel like I was just trying to offsets one day, and I found this, and I kind of stuck with it. Looks clean. And yeah, see what we got here. We got our reticle outline and reticle thickness. I have these on max. I think it's just thicker, and the more like visible your reticle is, the better. That's my reason for having those at that high. It's just for more visibility, and then again, these are all the same stuff. So, alright guys, these are my settings. And yeah, I'm gonna do the outros and stuff after. Alright, listen, I'll give it one try for both. If I don't like it, I don't like it, alright? Hey guys, it's Renegade here from C9 Halo, and I'm showing you guys my controller settings. Bam. Perfect. That is perfect, bro. There's nothing I need to do. There's nothing I need to do, bro. Like, that's fine. You said the cringe, bro. Like, you guys are making me do this shit. Thank you guys for watching my video. If you guys can like, subscribe, leave a comment. And, dude, I can't. Nah. It's checked.